In this film we are going to look at trees which are really high. They grow almost to the sky. They are called Douglas firs. They are important trees because they can adapt to warmer climate. To show you how high the Douglas fir is, we show you how a forester climbs one Douglas fir. Dr. Weller took us to a forest close to Göttingen, a steep hillside that leads to the river Weser. Mr. Weller's boss, Professor Spellman, told us to come to this place.
This is a tree of our interest today. It's a Douglas fir, named Douglas fir. Botanical name is Pseudotsuga menziesi. And here we have a very amazing exemplar of this tree species.
And can you tell us why does this tree have a number and the other big trees also have numbers?
Because we stay on a sample area of the Northwest German Forest Research Station, and we want to see in which way each single tree grows. We stand here in a mixed forest. We have three tree species: European beech, Douglas fir and sessile oak. The age of the European beech is nearly 150 years. The age of Douglas fir is nearly 140 years. And the age of sessile oak is nearly 130 years. The name Douglas fir comes from the man, a nurseryman, who imported this tree species first in Europe, named David Douglas. And he imported seedlings or seeds from Douglas fir first to Europe in the year 1826.
Yes, so you say the trees were imported and the seeds, so imported from where?
Douglas fir is naturally coming from the northwestern part of North America. And there, this tree species has a very wide range of natural distribution. It belongs from west to east, nearly over 1,500 kilometers, and from north to south, nearly over 4,500 kilometers. The maximum tree height of the Douglas fir is 58 meters, and the maximum diameter measured in breast high in 1.3 meter height is 130 centimeters.
So the instrument to measure the diameter is what we can see behind us. We will have a look at this later too, but it's just to demonstrate the tools which are being used here.
Yes, this is a Norway Spruce tree species. It's named or called Norway Spruce.
Yes, and now let's see. Perhaps we can find the differences. Find out about the differences between Fichte and Douglasie and the other trees which grow here are beech trees. Yes. Yeah, and perhaps you can explain some differences to us.
The differences between the both tree species, Douglas fir and Norway spruce, are obviously not the branches. Both tree species, Fichte, synonymous Norway spruce, and Douglas fir, belong to the same taxonomic category, Pinaceae called. Ordinary persons ostensibly cannot see differences in the habitus of both tree species. The differences exist in ecological characteristics. For example, Douglas fir grows very faster than Norway spruce. Douglas fir grows older than Norway spruce, up to 1,400 years. And Douglas fir is vague, relating to hydrology and climatic conditions. Also, there are differences in wood anatomy. These are the most important differences. Here we see our most important tools for measuring the trees on this trial plot, on this sample area. First I have to say, every 5 years we are going to measure diameter in breast height and height of each tree, and we use this tool. I didn't find the English translation, and so I have it to say in German. It's called Kluppe, and a bigger one we saw before. And with this tool we measure diameters, and this is a tool for measuring tree heights, Höhenmesser, Baumhöhenmesser, and it works in a digital way, and it's based on the principle of trigonometry. Yeah. I have to go to this tree, like this, and then I have to go a few meters away. From this point it's possible to measure this tree. Now he fixed the distance, and now he fixed the angle, and this is the tree height. 49 meters.
And I noticed you also have a little laptop there.
By means of this tablet PC, we collect all data during measuring the trees. The business name of Douglas fir is Oregon name, Handelsname, business name. For example, wood of Douglas fir is used for lumber, construction lumber, furniture wood, flooring boards, rampiles in harbors, and mast timber for sailing ships.
We wanted to talk to you and make our little film about the Douglas fir because it is a very high and old tree, but also because it is a very important tree which has a positive or at least not negative reaction to global warming. Now, can you please explain something to us about this tree and global warming?
Yes, I told before, Douglas fir in its natural area, in its area of natural distribution, has a wide range of occurrence and also a wide range of ecological amplitude. And Douglas fir is a tree species, is therefore a tree species which is expected to resist the projected climate change in Central Europe because even of its wide ecological amplitude. Various models for projecting climate change says that it will be warmer in the next 100 years till 3 degrees Celsius. And the distribution of rainfall will be different than today. It will be more phases with heavy rain during phases with Trockenheit, with dryness. The temperatures in the area of natural distribution, the averages, are higher than in Central Europe. And the precipitation over the year is very lower than in Central Europe. So it is very well adapted on this climate change projected for Central Europe. We expect that the Anteil of Douglas fir, the percentage of Douglas fir will be going up to 10%.
And now it is?
Different. In Rhineland-Palatinate, nearly 5%. In Hesse, nearly 4%. And in Baden-Württemberg, nearly 3%.
And you believe this percentage will go up to 10%?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much for giving us all this information, and we hope that perhaps some of the people who are watching this film will want to come here and look at the trees or even become scientific foresters.
Thank you.
Now let's return to the man we saw climbing the Douglas tree. This is Mr. Böhl. He is the head of the Seilkletterschule for foresters in Niedersachsen, in Öre. His job is to train foresters to climb trees. One reason why they have to climb trees is to collect pine cones. They contain seeds.